In this lecture, we're going to learn about the std copy algorithm, and this is an algorithm we can use to copy data from one collection to another. Here we have a simple example to really drive this home. We're going to set up a source container, which can either be a vector or any other container that supports the iterators required by the copy algorithm. And we're going to set up a destination collection in which we're going to copy data. We're going to print up these collections, and then we're going to do our copy. The copy algorithm is going to take a beginning iterator from the source container, an ending iterator from the source container, and it needs an iterator in the destination container where it is going to start copying from. So for example, here we are grabbing the beginning iterator in source. For example, in this case, it is going to be pointed to the 1 in this array, and a beginning iterator in source plus 4. So if we add 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5 is going to be the ending iterator, or the iterator that points to the 5 here to be exact, and the 5 is not going to be included in this range. So we're going to copy from 1 all the way to 4, and we are going to paste in destination here, starting at the beginning iterator, and we're going to put in 4 elements. So we're going to override the first, the second, the third, and the fourth element here. And if we print out, we're going to see 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 30 and 40. This is what we're going to do in this example here. And we're going to see these results if we print our collections again. We also have a copy if version, which is going to copy based on a predicate. We are basically going to copy anything that meets the condition specified by a given function pointer or function-like entity really in our C++ program. In this case, we want to target things that are odd. You see, we do that using this lambda function here. And anything that is odd is going to be copied in the source container and pasted into the destination container. In this case, we're going to be targeting odd data in our source. So we're going to grab 1, 3, 5, and 7, and 9 here, and we're going to paste them in our destination, starting at this iterator, which is the beginning. So we're going to put in 5 elements, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These guys are going to be overridden by the data we have in source, and we're going to have 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 in this collection here, and then we're going to have 600. This is the behavior we're going to get if we use this copy algorithm. As usual, if you want to learn more, you can come in the documentation here. We are going to find our copy algorithm. We can crack it open and we can see all we want about it. You see that it requires an input iterator. So it is going to work on a range of containers in the STL. You can see the parameters, you can see the return value, you can really see all kinds of crazy things. And if you go down, we are even going to get a bunch of examples we can run right away. One thing I don't show you a lot is that it is possible to actually run these examples directly from CPP reference. All you have to do is click on run this code and you will get another window which allows you to run this using the Coliru online compiler. So if we hit run here, we're going to see our output below, and this is going to be really cool. Now that you know these things, we're going to head over to Visual Studio Code and play with this a little more. Here we are in our working folder. The current project is copy. We want to study about or learn about the copy algorithm. Let's fix this a little bit and say copy and not ccopy. And then we're going to grab our template files. We're going to copy this and we're going to paste our data in this project here, and we're going to crack it open in Visual Studio Code. Let's do that. We have our main CPP file, so we can clean it up like we always do. We're going to bring in our algorithm header, and we also need our vector container. I think that's what we're going to use here. We are going to put in our print collection function, which is going to print any collection we throw at it using a range-based for loop here. So this is really cool. This is going to work. Then we are going to set up our example code in the main function. We're going to set up 2 different collections. We have a vector and a row array. And we have a destination vector, which is going to grab the data we copy from source. We're going to print out these collections to see initial data. So we will see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and all the way to 9, and 15 all the way to 40 in destination here. That's what we're going to see. Then we're going to copy using our copy algorithm. This is nothing special at this moment. We're going to specify a beginning iterator and ending iterator in our source collection. Then we're going to specify the beginning where we want to start pasting from in the destination collection, and that's going to be an iterator pointing to the beginning of the destination container here. We can try and run this in our compiler, so let's do this. We're going to use GCC. The boot is good as you see here, so we can close this and bring out a terminal window that we can use to run Rooster. And if we do this, we're going to see the data in our source collection. Let's make sure we see everything here. So the data in our source collection is 1, 2, all the way to 9. That's what we have here. The data in our destination is 15, 21, all the way to 40. That's what we have right here. And after we copy, the source is going to contain the same thing, but notice what we have in destination. The first 4 elements were overridden by the data we got from the source collection, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 overriding whatever we had as first 4 elements initially in our destination collection, and we have successfully copied a range of elements from the source to the destination using our copy algorithm. Please note that the range you specify is not inclusive for the end iterator, and we can see that right here. Our end iterator was pointing at the source beginning iterator plus 4. So our ending iterator was pointing to the 5 here, because this is what we get if we stack the beginning iterator and add 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. But the 5 here was not pasted into our destination collection, as we see right here. This is something you need to keep in mind. Otherwise, you're going to have annoying bugs in your C++ programs. So we have this working. We can set up another example. This time we will play with the copy if version of the copy algorithm here, and we're going to be copying anything that is odd from the source collection and paste that in our destination collection here. So we're going to change our destination to contain this data. That's going to be dest1. Our predicate is going to be a lambda function that looks for anything that is odd. You already know this because we have used this for quite a while now. And then we're going to use our copy if algorithm to target anything that is odd. Copy that from our source collection using this range here, and then we're going to be pasting in our destination collection starting at this iterator here. So we're going to be overriding data in our destination collection, and if we run the program, we're going to see exactly this behavior. We can pass our program through the compiler now. The build is good, so let's clear and run Rooster. We're going to see that in our second example, the source collection is going to contain the same data it had before. The destination is going to contain the data we have in here. And then we're going to target anything that is odd in our source collection, and we're going to paste that in our destination collection. So we're going to find 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9, and then we're going to paste them in our destination. So we're going to override 5 elements, and that's going to be 100 all the way to 500, and those are going to change to 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and that's what you see right here. This is working exactly as we expect. This is really all I had to share in this lecture, showing you about the copy and copy if algorithms. If you want, you can come back to the documentation and learn all you can about these algorithms. You can even run this example to really get a good handle on these algorithms here. We are going to stop here in this lecture. In the next one, we're going to learn about the sort algorithm we can use to sort data. Go ahead and finish up here and meet me there.